Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Stinky, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Stinky's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we use while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You can see that Fred is making sure that collar is high up behind her ears there for maximum control, and we will show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Stinky is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to go ahead and demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Stinky take off doing that now, and the command you want to use is Stinky heel. Stinky has been trained to walk very nicely at your left-hand side at your pace. Whether you're walking at a faster pace or a slower pace, she should not be lagging behind on that leash or lunging ahead and trying to pull you on that leash. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is an automatic sit, so anytime that you're out walking and you stop, she should sit nicely at your left heel position and remain seated there until you give her another command. There's another example. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of Stinky's muzzle and the word command to stay. Now when you're practicing your long sit stay at home, you want to start at about a 1-minute time increment and slowly increase your time up to 3 minutes. It is important to make sure that you incorporate the long sit stay at home in your everyday life, so that way it helps build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. When Fred returns back, he walks all the way around and behind as an added distraction. And she sits nicely throughout the entire command, and Fred gives her some little positive reinforcement and some praise there to let her know that she's doing a great job following through with her commands. Very important to use lots of motivation and praise throughout your training sessions. Now she didn't sit nicely right away, so he did give a slight tug and let go on that training collar, just a reminder, and she corrected herself. Okay. Now they're going to demonstrate that again. And now this time, instead of returning back to heel position, they're going to demonstrate the come command. Call Stinky, and using her name in an inviting tone, she should come in and sit nicely in front of you, and she returns to heel position, heeling around the back of you, back to your left-hand side, sitting nicely, waiting for her next command. Very nicely done, and they're going to go ahead and demonstrate that again. Calling her in a happy tone. Good job. And back to heel position. Now it's important when Stinky first comes home to make sure that you're doing your commands both indoors and outdoors. And at first you want to pick an area with no distractions and slowly incorporate your distractions. Give her a tug and it's going to heel her out of that because she went into the down and he didn't give her a command for that. So we're just going to heel her around. It's important to be patient, consistent, and follow through. Make sure she follows through. So the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm again, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word command to down. Much better. Stay. Now when you're practicing your long down stay at home, you want to start at about 3 minutes and slowly increase your time up to 5 minutes. Again, another great command to help build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. And as you can see, she's on her back, and that's fine. We don't want to give any extra attention to that as long as she's in the down position. Fred returns back, he's going to heel her out of that. Great job. And they will demonstrate that again. And this is a good time to remind you that you should be incorporating all your commands into your everyday life, and we will give you suggestions during your lesson of how to do that. But also set aside about a 10 to 15 minute session a day to run through your formal obedience commands such as this video here. They're going to demonstrate the come command this time from the down position. She gets up and comes in, very nicely done.
Stinky.
Working the dogs through their commands every day in a formal obedience session that's about 10 minutes long is a great mental exercise for them, and it keeps their commands fresh. We have one last command to demonstrate for you, and that's the down from a distance. You're going to leave her in a sit-stay, walk out to the end of the leash, and from the end of the leash, give the down command with your right hand. Very nicely done. Such a cutie. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Stinky has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Stinky, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.